Listen live at purewestradio.com.
Absolutely. You're listening live now to Matt Baker here on Pure West Radio. And we have a special guest coming on the show for you right now. As mentioned since the beginning of the show, Saundersfest is an amazing festival which is coming up now, the beginning of July, between the 7th and the 9th of July down in Saundersfest with live music. There's going to be a lot of performers, and headlining the Saundersfest is a wonderful gentleman with his brother that you may have seen on television. Go compare. You know him as Wyn Evans. I'm joined by his brother now, Mark Evans. Mark, are you there?
I am indeed. Afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. It's great to have you on this show. I know you're a busy man, so thank you for taking some time out to talk to us here at Pure West Radio.
You're very, very welcome.
Now, this is a big event, and you and your brother are headlining on July 9th, which is a Sunday. The event starts on July 7th, and it's a lot of effort and work gone into this event from the volunteers of Saundersfest. And it's so great to have you and your brother headlining the event. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing there on that Sunday.
Well, we're obviously going to be singing, and we're going to do some favourites from the musical, some operatic favourites, you know, all great tunes everybody will know, and just cheering up the crowd and bringing it all to a climax with a great finale.
Yeah, because you're a member of the English National Opera and the founder of ABC of Opera, so that's kind of a big part of your life then.
Yeah, so I remember my parents taking me to see an opera. I'd always wanted to be a chef, but I was 16, 17, something like that, taken to see an opera at the Grand Theatre in Swansea.
Right.
And just falling in love with the art form and just thinking, bloody hell, this is bonkers and brilliant. And there's no microphones and there's no this. But yeah, I from that moment on sang with English National Opera, Royal Opera House, and currently just finished with the Welsh National Opera on their new opera called Blaze of Glory about the Rhondda Valley in the 1950s.
Yeah, that's of course, you've got to have a voice for all of that. What voice do you have? Your brother's a tenor, I believe. What voice have you got then?
He's a tenor. I'm a fiver. No, I'm a baritone, which is
lower.
The middle of the voices.
Middle of the voice. So still, for opera though, you've got to have some power behind those lungs, pushing that voice through. And how do you do it?
Just a lot of practice over the years. I mean, obviously, there's a natural voice there to begin, but then it's just disciplined, like going to the gym or whatever else, to get the muscles to respond and for the voice to work in the way that you hope it will.
Yeah, but it's a lot. Like you said, there's a lot of it's practice and putting the time into it as well.
Yeah, what Pavarotti used to say, it's 1,000 hours for you to be able to sing one song. So I think,
Amazing.
it's just that consistency of getting the muscles to respond.
Yeah, I think, and the muscle memory as well. I think for anyone,
that's right. Yeah,
anyone that is thinking about singing or working now into singing, you've got to understand that it's just time. You've got to put this, especially for youngsters, they don't realise how much time you've got to put into it.
Yeah, I think, even in lockdown, people were, surprised when you say, do you still practice every day? Well, certainly 3 or 4 times a week to get those muscles going. So, as you mentioned earlier, ABC of Opera, I also run a children's education project, so sometimes there's less time to practice, but it's always using the voice. Now,
do you perform a lot with your brother then on certain events, or is it kind of you're quite busy doing one thing and your brother's busy doing it, and then it comes together?
A bit of both. We did St David's Hall this year, and we've done the new arena in Swansea. We've got some gigs coming up in London together, but generally it's separate. But it's nice when you come together because you can have some fun and banter, which obviously you only can have with a sibling. Yeah, and are you a family man? Do you have any children? And I do. I've got a 20-year-old daughter in Liverpool Uni.
All right. So
she's just
singing?
finished. Well, she does sing, but she's doing clinical psychology.
Oh, wow.
So that's her thing. So she's in the middle of exams at the moment. Different,
but the reason why I ask is it's to kind of be to juggle going and doing at different events. If you're traveling all around the country, you've got to kind of juggle that with your family life.
Yeah, it was tricky, and it's had its moments, but generally make it work somehow.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's all about. Well, it's happening on the 7th, 8th and 9th of July for the Saundersfest. For those people in Pembrokeshire and listening wider afield, come on down and enjoy the event all weekend. And so fingers crossed that the weather will be fabulous. But nevertheless, we're going to have a great event there, and yourself and Mark will be on the main stage, doing your thing, belting it out. Like you said, you will be having microphones there, or you just pushing as much as you can.
Usually for an outdoor concert, it's mic'd, so it's slightly different because there's no acoustic.
Yeah.
But still belting the tunes out. I think things like The Impossible Dream, Some Enchanted Evening, as well as the Toreador from Carmen and various other Nessendormer, I'm sure, from Wynn. So something for everyone to smile and enjoy on a fabulous Sunday. Sunny afternoon.
Yes, fingers crossed for the weather.
Fingers crossed, yeah, exactly.
Hit and go down here in Pembrokeshire, but the weather at the moment is absolutely amazing all over.
I know.
So.
Well, I'm just sitting just outside Bridgend. I've come out of a meeting, and then I decided to go and give blood. That's why I was a little bit late signing in, because it took a bit longer. And I've come out, and it's just sensational weather.
Well, there we are. Well, I'll let you enjoy the weather now. I know you're busy, so thank you for jumping on the line and having a chat with us. And we look forward to seeing you and your brother Wynn down at the Saunders Festival in July.
Absolute delight. Thanks so much, Matt.
Take care, Mark. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Oh, what a great guy there. And make sure you do go down to that festival. It is a big festival and a lot of work being put into it.
Take me back to the long September.